First at 5, more traffic troubles. A third lane was added to the eastbound side of the Washington Bridge this morning, but the project was delayed for a bit, which led to a nightmare of a commute. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. Let's take a live look at 195 by Gano Street right now. Traffic actually moving quite well on one side of the highway, but backed up on the other side as usual. 12 News reporter Sheena Losciuto sat down with RIDOT Director Peter Alviti today to see how or if the state plans on making any changes, as they still have to make the changes to the opposite side too. Sheena?
Yeah, and RIDOT gave themselves a deadline of April 22nd to have both sides of this project completed. Director Peter Alviti tells me that he expects this to get a little bit smoother in the next few days as drivers get used to these changes. And tonight, the state is also adding more signs to hopefully help with that traffic too. Images like this no longer really need an introduction.
It's a boggle. It's just a mess. It's a mess.
The Washington Bridge keeping its reputation for bad traffic ever since the abrupt closure of the westbound side.
Kind of like Grand Theft Auto, the road rage is crazy.
This morning, as crews worked to add a third lane on the eastbound side, we saw the brake lights and the backups. RIDOT Director Peter Alviti says an overnight crash delayed the work, which is why it wasn't done in time for the morning commute as planned. The third lane didn't open until around 7 a.m.
I hate to come on and ask for people to be patient. I know that even I get impatient with the progress, how it's going, being stuck in traffic. I'm with you, okay? I'm in it too. We work every day here to try and make it better. Some suggestions that I have for folks to help us help them is if they simply, now that they know that 3 lanes are open, utilize all 3 lanes. There doesn't have to be any more merging.
So why not do the work on a weekend? Alviti says in order to meet their deadline, they had to work now, and looking at the big picture, this was the best option.
Project managers have been looking at the weather pattern between now and the 22nd, and we saw that there are only going to be some opportunities for us to get the actual striping done because that's very weather dependent. You can't do it in the rain.
And the extra lane on the westbound side, Director Alviti says that work will take at least another week or so. Again, the deadline, April 22nd. Reporting live in East Providence tonight, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.
Sheena Losciuto sat down with RIDOT Director Peter Alviti today and joins us in East Providence. And Sheena, you took a lot of drivers' questions straight to him, right?
Exactly. And look, it's always an adjustment, but why would they make this change on a weekday? There's already a lot of traffic. Everybody's rushing to get to work. That was a question a lot of you at home had today. I took those questions to Director Alviti. He says they really looked at the big picture, and this really was the best time to do it. The plan is to have it done by April 22nd. The Rhode Island Department of Transportation is working to put 3 travel lanes in each direction on the Washington Bridge. That's 1 more on each side. This morning, that work was done on the eastbound side, but not without its problems. Many of our 12 News viewers report it was another nightmare commute.
This is why I'm late to work, Kara. This is it. I've been telling you.
This man is so fed up with the daily traffic, he pulled over when he saw our cameras with a message to the people in charge.
I would like him to move to East Providence and have to work in Warwick and then figure a solution out.
I apologize for, disrupting their lives and rebuilding all of our bridges, but this work we got to do.
Director Peter Alviti says an overnight crash delayed the work to open up the third lane, which eventually happened at about 7 in the morning. He says the state also identified they need to put up more signs clarifying the situation tonight, which he hopes will smooth things out. But why not do this all on a weekend? Alviti says typically the state does, but in this case, there's a lot of factors dependent on Mother Nature, and they want this done right away.
We had to look at the weather and temperature patterns to see when we could allot work in order to complete it by the 22nd. And we made the decision to do this, on a weekday instead of the weekend.
The director also notes that as people get used to the changes, they expect traffic to ease up. Drivers like Leonard Johnson say it better.
People have to commute to work, and the average person, this is killing their pocket, this is killing their time. Time is money.
And Director Alviti says the extra lane on the westbound side will take another week or so. Again, it depends on the weather, but RIDOT gave themselves a deadline of April 22nd to get both directions in order. Reporting live in East Providence tonight, I'm Sheena Loshudo, 12 News.